Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Adventure Rider. For those of you who are new, welcome on board, and for those who've seen my videos, thanks for returning again. Today I'm going to be very quick. I'm going to do a very quick video on the install of the front crash bar for this BMW R18B. So I've got the bar on at the moment, but what I thought I'd do is I've taken a couple of clips just of the unboxing of the bar, a little bit about the quality, and then a very quick installation on the bike, and just sort of what to look out for, particularly around disconnecting the steering dampener to get it on. So I sort of didn't see many on YouTube myself, so I thought we'll do a real quick video, and hopefully it may help someone else. So if you do like the video, just please click the like button, and of course, really appreciate it if you could subscribe. I've got quite a few other videos about this bike, about how it rides, the initial review, the first service, and installation of the larger windscreen and also the backrest. So there's plenty of other videos on this bike if you want to have a quick look. Hopefully I'll keep this one short, and we'll get underway. Okay, so here's the box that it came in, which I'll open up shortly, and we'll start putting on the bike. So it's, as I said in the intro, it's from Roadstyler, and they're a business in Portugal. So the speed of delivery for this is unbelievable. I think I bought this or purchased it about, seriously, 4 or 5, maybe top 6 days ago. I'm in Australia, and it's arrived here today. I wasn't expecting it. So, all right. So I'll unbox it. We'll have a look at the product, and then we'll quickly install it on the bike. Okay, as you can see, it's wrapped fairly well. They've put some extra cardboard in here, a roll obviously to keep the box out. Obviously packaged fairly well in the bubble foam here, and alright, the next shot we'll have is of this out, and then we'll have a quick look at the bike and see where it mounts to. Okay, as you can see, I've unwrapped the bar, and you'll notice I've bought it here in a I've gone for the gloss black look, which I think sort of really matches the bike and the gloss cylinder heads and those sorts of things. So it comes with the necessary hardware, some 3 sort of bolts, spacers and washers and nuts. So this is called the version 2, or it looks more like a mustache type look. There is another one you can get, which is the first version, which is not as sculpted here. It just sort of comes straight around into a flat, a circular arc. But I really like the look of the mustache look. I've seen them on the bike or other bikes. So yeah, so like I said, I've gone for the gloss black. You can get it in a chrome colour, and from memory potentially a matte black, although I'm not sure, but definitely chrome and gloss black. So it's actually got the thicker, I don't know how many mil it is, but I think it's quite thick itself, and it's welded on the top, so it's all one piece. Apparently it's pretty easy to install. You can look, it's only 3 bolts, but someone that I have been communicating with, who actually I think lives in Portugal now, a really nice bloke, he's recently installed this bar and also the rear bars on the bike. And I'll show you where they go soon. And he said that it was pretty easy to put on. The only thing you had to do was loosen the steering dampener, which I'll show you on the bike in a minute. Okay, so obviously the 3 bolts and sections that needs to go in. If we have a look down here, just above the exhaust here, there's actually a threaded hole there. So obviously not needing a nut, it'll just bolt straight into that threaded section there. That's the bottom, and then it comes out and over, and that top bit bolts in up there, and again another threaded section there, and on the other side there's a similar threaded section on the other side of the bike down the bottom. So this steering dampener, as you turn the bike, you can see it sort of moving out and in. Now I can turn the bike hard left, and it might give me enough room. If not, there are just a couple of bolts under here. I can just drop this dampener down, and we shouldn't have a problem getting it on. Okay, here we are, just installing this bar. What I'll show you up here is I've just removed the steering dampener from under there, and it was only this one bolt, hex bolt, which just allowed it to drop down. Just move it out of the way. so that when we hook up our centerpiece we're not mucking around with that. What I suggest you do first, I must admit, I tried putting the centerpiece in first and then I had trouble lining up these bolts into the frame at the bottom. So that one I've done just finger tight, and the rest is all loose. I haven't tightened anything else up yet. So I'm going to go around to the other side first, and I'm going to put the similar spacer on the other side, and then I'll show you that, and then hopefully after those two bottom spacers are done we'll be able to put the top one in, or vice versa. We may need to put the top one in next and then the other side, but I'm going to put the lower ones in first, and then hopefully we can get the top one in, and then hopefully we're done and we can just re-bolt up that dampener. So I'll be back with you in just a tick. Okay, so hopefully you can see down here where this other side is, and the spacer, I'll speed it up, but the spacer goes in behind. You'll notice this side here I've just hand tightened it, so spacer in behind the frame, and a washer and the bolt on this side, and it just goes straight into that threaded part of the frame. So all we've got left is the top part. So once I put that in and we're happy with it, we'll tighten everything up. So far you can see the bar's going to look something like this, but I'll take a better shot once it's in, so bear with me. I'll just tighten the top one in and we should be right to go. Okay, here we are. We've hand tightened, well, loosely tightened each of the bolts up. So you'll see here you've got a bolt, washer, and then you get the spacer in behind that side of the lower mount. And we've done the same obviously on the other side. I won't show you, but it's exactly the same. And then up here we've just given it a light tight into the middle, so it all fits pretty well. This steering dampener, yeah, you need to keep it off. At one point I did sort of put it back on before I fully tightened this up, and it just didn't give us the room. So yeah, definitely take that off. And when you do, just be careful. There's a washer, rubber washer there that needs to stay on that dampener. Alright, so that's everything hand tied. What I'll do now is I'll tighten it all up, and then I'll pop the video back on, and we can have a look at it out in the light and see what it looks like. Okay. Alright, so here we go with the finished product. I'll walk around from the front. So everything's bolted up. Make sure obviously you put your steering dampener back nice and tight. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. As you can see from what I said, it's got that sort of mushroom, that sort of drop down and around rather than the arc, and I sort of think it looks a bit nicer that it drops down to the height of the cylinder head there. You'll see though, there's not really a lot of difference between the width out here and the cylinder head. There is a difference. Like if I look at it by eye, this will definitely hit the ground first before the cylinder head, but yeah, it might help save that rear box. I doubt it. I'll most likely have to go with the rear guards as well, that sort of go in front of the back cases. I don't know, I just don't want to take too much away from the look of the bike. But anyway, as you can see, I'll just do a walk around. There it is on the other side, probably a little bit more light on this side. And you can see again, it does stick out past the cylinder guard, not by a lot, but I'm happy I've gone with the gloss black, just given the fact that the bike's all sort of black. So that's the look of it from the front. Look of it from this as I move around to the side, and then you can see here the angle from the side. It sort of comes back slightly. And just with these, and look, I did a video, I think one of the other videos I did on the bike, a lot of people complain in the review that given it's a mid controls, foot controls, people complaining they couldn't put their feet up because of the cylinder head, and yes, I agree, it is an issue. It doesn't really worry me so much because I've always come from a bike that has mid controls, but what you can buy, and it fits onto the top of the bar here, it's a step, and I think you can get them in chrome and black and whatever. It bolts onto the bar and comes back over the top of the cylinder head, so at least gives you the ability to put your foot up, although it is sort of fairly high up above the cylinder head. But it does give you that option to bolt onto this one. I think actually Roadstyler I'm not quite sure. No, I don't think they do have them, but you can certainly get them as aftermarket. Just come round from the back. You can see it there, and see it there. Sort of, I'll sit on the bike and you can get a better look at it. So from a riding view, you can just sort of see there the bar, and what I meant by that is you can get, like I said, the steps to put your foot up above the cylinder if that's what you really need to do. And again, here it is on the other side. So look, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm certainly happy with the quality. Again, Roadstyler, they're good quality products, and I can only say that from the back, my back rest here. It's Roadstyler, really good quality products, steel, chrome. You can get your badges on the back. I've been really happy with that, again with a really fast delivery, and so far really happy with the front crash bar. Just one more thing before I go. Look, you're probably all aware that these are just a drop bar really. If you drop the bike, you're in a crash, they're not going to do much. They'll might save some parts of the bike, but they're not proper crash bars, and they're not advertised as that. They're just basically, if it's at no speed and you just lean the bike over, you'll hit this and hopefully not do too much damage to the back. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I hope that was of some use to you. Like I said, a very easy install, and thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, please click the like button, and certainly we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel to help us grow that. So other than that, I always finish off with the same thing. Everybody take care, ride safely, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.